My next guest is Miss Hannigan in Annie at the Wales Millennium Centre for the next couple of weeks. He's not a natural casting as I knew Miss Hannigan, but he is a natural casting when I tell you who he is. He is strictly Judge Craig Revel Horwood. Hello, you.
Hello. Yeah, it is a natural casting. Of course it is.
It's a woman's part, man. What's wrong with you?
No, it's a good part. It's a villain's part. It's an actor's role, darling. I think that's where you're getting confused. Yeah, men can play women. Women can play men. I could play a transvestite. I could play a transgender. And so could a woman play a transgender. So,
and often do.
And often do,
yeah,
darling.
wonderful.
No, but Annie is so much fun. We're having such a great time, and it's wonderful to be here in Wales at the Millennium Centre. It's absolutely stunning, that theatre. Absolutely stunning. I did it here, actually, a couple of years ago, and this is my return visit. And it's my last, actually. This is the last in quite a long leg of the tour that I'm finishing, obviously because Strictly Come Dancing is starting once again. On our doorsteps it is.
We shall talk about that in a few moments' time, but we must talk about Annie, because some of the songs in it, right? You're Never Fully Dressed Without a Smile, Little Girls is the one you sing.
Yes.
Easy Street. Oh, so good.
I love that because it culminates in a massive dance routine as well. And I'm wearing a corset. I have 3 kilograms of bosom on each side, so that's 6 kilos to carry around.
Welcome to my world.
Extra. And the heels, of course. So it's quite a challenge, and it was a little bit of a shock because I'd been doing the tour, then I had to go off and do Strictly Come Dancing P&O cruises and things like that. So I had a 5-week break, and I came back last night, and it was a little bit of a shock to the system. All the kids had completely changed. There was a new Annie I'd met. I was like totally on stage improvising. It was a wild night in the theatre, and I can tell you, in for a great 2 weeks here in Wales. It's fantastic.
Oh, brilliant. What do you like being choreographed by somebody else? Are you okay with it?
I'm very judgmental. I just look at the choreographer and say, really? And then they get scared. Sometimes they cry. I generally get my way.
To do that thing I used to do with directors where they'd say something and then you'd go, or we could do this, which makes a lot more sense, darling. No, I'm quite good. Nick Winston is the choreographer, and I do what I'm told. I like the actors. I literally go in and I say, what are the steps? And then I try and do it. Did you add you can't help yourself, you must add a bit.
I just said no high kicks or splits, only because I have had a double hip replacement.
Have you really?
Yeah. So really, I'm quite limited in that now. You know, I'm not ready for splits at this point.
Although Gilly Lynn, she had 2 hip replacements and she could do the splits dead easy.
Yeah, but
and she was 84.
She was double jointed, darling. I mean, those legs just spread any old how. Wow. And she was there. She was fabulous.
Amazing.
I loved Gillian Lynn.
Amazing.
I loved her.
So, is it great to be in theatre again? Is it something you'll never give up?
Well, I love theatre, but I particularly love being the director and choreographer. That is my passion. That's what I felt like I was born to do. Yeah. Obviously, I studied musical theatre. At home in Australia, and then of course I went into musical theatre. I did Miss Saigon, I did Cats, all in the West End, a show called Crazy for You, which I tapped my little bottom off, darling, and that in fact was my last show. So I thought I was hanging up my tap shoes and dance kit way back then in 1994, and then of course the advent of Strictly Come Dancing came about, and I was invited to do a pantomime up at Venue Cymru, Wales, up in Llandudno. And that was 16 years later, I might add, that I played the Wicked Queen. Of course, they wanted me to dance in it. And I was slightly overweight after 16 years of not dancing. And the only reason I was back on the stage and in a starring role was because my name was known, of course, from that BBC show that shall remain nameless, Strictly Come Dancing, of course. And I was invited back. And then, of course, they got the big idea that this was going to happen every year. And then a couple of years later, I was phoned up by Michael Harrison, who was part of Kudos Company. And he said, oh, Craig, I'd really love you to do Annie. And I thought, oh, great, yeah, directing. And I said directing and choreographing children, dogs, and mad human beings. I said, no, thank you, darling.
I'd rather commit suicide, to be honest. And he said, oh, no, it's not to direct and choreograph. It's to, like, be Miss Hannigan. I went, oh. Yes, I'd love to do that. Well, I just love her. I grew up with Carol Burnett, of course, doing it.
Absolutely.
And I mean, in every scene, she's either drunk or hungover. I mean, it's a perfect role for me. I absolutely love it. You can stagger on and stagger off, except for the bows. Obviously, we've got to prove that you're really sober.
But it is when you mention the end of Easy Street, because it gives us all that, you know, and you get all those high kicks.
It's fantastic.
Is it brilliant?
It is absolutely brilliant. It's been choreographed brilliantly. I love the songs. I mean, everyone knows, you know, Tomorrow as well, that famous song. We have a gorgeous Annie at the moment. Her name is Mia, and she's like pint-sized, and I tower. I'm 6'5" in the heels, and I'm towering over her, darling. She comes up to my belly button, so all of that's going on upstairs. It's hilarious and brilliant. She's such a gorgeous and natural actor as well. So it's fantastic. All the kids are like incredible singers, incredible dancers, and people will absolutely love it. However, saying that, tickets are quite sparse, so you need to get in quick, I think, John.
Is that a phrase you've always wanted to say? I'm 6'5" in heels.
No.
Okay.
It's something I just have to leave.
I want all the dirt on Strictly in a few moments' time, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Because new series, as you said, just around the corner.
I haven't got any, but I'm sure I can make something
We'll make it up. Well, as I say, why let the truth get in the way of a good story? You're listening to The Wynne Evans Show on BBC Radio Wales. I'm with Miss Hannigan from Annie from the Wales Millennium Centre, Strictly judge Craig Revel Horwood. So, come on, we've got to talk Strictly, right? And what you don't know, makeup.
Yeah.
Right? You can't say I
don't know any of the new contestants, if that's what you're asking. I know nothing about them. Actually, I have met one.
Which one
I
have
know
you met?
of them. I've never met any of them. I've met Michelle Visage, and I love her.
Which one is she?
She's from RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah,
you must know Annika Reisman. What's wrong with you?
Well, I met her at a Christmas party once.
Do you think she'll wear the jumpsuit?
I hope so, but she'll have to get rid of those ghastly plimsolls, darling. She needs to get a nice pair of 3.5-inch Latin heels on. That'll sort her hips out, won't it?
Says the man with 2 plastic hips.
Yeah, but they're working, and mine are actually titanium. So that's you.
James, I'm looking down the list. James Cracknell is about the only one I can... Oh, Countess Weymouth Emma Thin.
Who?
Yeah, apparently she's there. Emma Barton, she's in EastEnders. And David James, the goalkeeper, because I know you're a big football fan.
Oh, yeah, I am. Huge. And I know that I know from their jobs that goalies aren't particularly good. They're great. They have lovely long arms, as I do.
Oh, yeah, which brings me on. Actually, Fiona says, has Craig got... She was on earlier, right?
Okay.
She sent this picture in, right?
Oh, my God.
And she doesn't know whether this is the angle of the shot.
Is that my effigy, darling, from Madame Tussauds?
Have you got... I'd love you to have a waxwork.
I have got
got
one. It's up in Blackpool, and it looks exactly like that. I'm not joking. I think it is an angle thing.
Have you got extra long arms?
I think that's an angle thing. Yes, but I do. They're 2 inches longer than most.
Can I come round?
Like the rest of me.
Do you mind? I'm going to come round and... like the rest of you. Right, I'm coming round, right?
Come around.
Right. Put your arm out.
This is radio, darling.
Yeah, I know that. But put your arm out, right, next to mine. Stand like that, right, next to mine. Oh, my word.
Yeah, 2 inches.
You've got huge arms.
I know. My appendages are fantastic like that. It's good for dancing. And
Is it good?
It creates wonderful shapes.
Great lines.
Long, elegant shapes. Longer than Darcy Bustles, in fact.
Well, that's the next question.
Oh, here we go.
Are you sad to see it go, or like good riddance? End of. Sling your hook. There's only one dame on this show.
Well, so last year, isn't it, darling?
Done. She's gone.
No, I love her, and I'm going to miss her terribly. I'm going to miss all the paddles that she throws at me, the hits, the looks. Yeah, all of that. She was great fun backstage, though.
Was she
loved
great?
her. Yeah.
Did you ever say to her, listen, you're from ballet, you don't understand this nonsense?
No, never.
No.
She's a dame, darling, and she's ballet and dance royalty.
Yeah, so you have to
She's international superstar. You can't slag that off, can you?
Yeah, you can't. Do you miss
amazing.
Len?
Not really.
No.
I love Len, Grumpy Len.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, see, I'm smiley, I'm lovely, I'm happy-go-lucky in life. Look at me. And then on the show, I'm a misery.
Yeah.
And Len is quite the opposite.
He's like, on the show. And then backstage, grumpy old Len.
Is he?
Yeah.
Great. So you've got a new judge.
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to that?
Motzi, yeah. I'm looking forward to that. I've not actually met her yet because we start our filming next Monday and then we record the show on Friday, which will go out, I think, the following week, which is the reveal and the launch show. And I'll meet her on Monday. So I'm very much looking forward to it. Of course, I've seen her on the German production. I couldn't understand a word she was saying because, of course, she was speaking German.
That'll be it.
But she's done that for 9 years. And there's this big hoo-ha in the press about her and her sister Oti, judging her. But she did that. They danced together anyway. And then Oti joined the show in Germany and she's been judging her for years on that one.
So it's fine.
And as a judge, you are professional.
Mm-hmm.
No, it doesn't matter what relation. You could be sleeping with the person.
Mm-hmm.
They could be your brother, your sister, your mother, your uncle. They could be someone, your closest friend. You still have to judge them like you would in a murder trial.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, maybe not that.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe not.
But,
I was saying the
but
same
you still
to
have to be professional.
to my brother who runs BBC Wales. Still, he doesn't really. But that would be the gig, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah, 10, darling, all the way, obviously.
You said, you could be sleeping with them. Do you wish the Strictly curse had ever hit the judges?
Yeah, I've been trying to make that happen. I've even bribed people backstage. When I was single, I had to rely... Obviously. I had to rely on, other services, internet services, to find my other half, my lovely boyfriend.
Do you meet online?
Yeah, Tinder.
No, did you?
I'm like, oh, Carl, it's BBC. No, Grindr. No, it was Tinder.
One of those apps.
Yeah.
One of those.
Yeah, that's how we met. Yeah.
What, swiping left and right?
Yeah.
How long ago?
Oh, well, that was a year and a half ago. Over that.
All right. What's the first date like when he rocks up? Because you can hardly go in disguise, can you?
No, I waited in a hotel lobby and I waited for the double doors to open and I had a lift standing by as an escape route.
Did you really?
No. I took one look and I went, yeah. And plus, we did it quite sensibly. We went to a nice little coffee shop and had a brunch. And it was a meeting for an hour, limited time.
So you could get out of it.
I had to go to do a show on the Strictly tour.
Yeah.
And this is in Nottingham. And so I got the manager to arrange a place that we could, that was sort of out the back.
Yeah.
Out of view. And it all worked out very, very well. So that was 1 hour as a speed dating sort of thing. We liked each other enough to go on a second date, then a third date, and then we got together.
No. Has he moved down?
It was very old-fashioned, actually, in that way.
Oh, really? Has he moved to London?
No, because I live in Hampshire now.
Does he move to Hampshire?
Yeah,
oh,
and he's a horticulture, so all my hedges are looking gorgeous.
My word, ideal. Because I did a bit of internet dating last year, right?
Did you?
Yeah. There's a few where they rock up and you go, oh, when did you take your picture? 1982?
Yeah, well, some aren't real pictures either, I discovered. To my horror.
Did you put your own picture up?
Of course I did, but then I got in trouble.
Why?
They were trying to take me down because they said that it was illegal, impersonating. I said I had to write a thing saying, I am the real Queen Revel Horwood, and all my stats are true.
If you could ever have anybody on the show, who would you have on the show?
Simon Cowell.
Really?
As a contestant.
As a contestant.
Well, I think, he needs the ratings. And I think it'd be great if he, showed his true colours on the dance floor.
Yeah.
People would get to know and love him a little bit more.
Do you think Strictly is progressive enough to have a fat, bald Welsh opera singer on?
You? Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Great. I think you'd love it.
When should I be in this year's, or should I be a surprise?
No, you should be surprised next
Christmas
year.
special.
And I'll leave the judging panel and we can dance together.
Oh, I'd love that.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
Oh, I'd love that. That'd be brilliant.
You'd have to go backwards because I'm taller.
Can I not lead? Not with your arms.
If you're in heels. Yeah, with my arms, I'd have to lead. Definitely.
I wouldn't be able to reach.
No, you'd be fine.
It'd be fantastic. Craig Revel Horwood, thank you so much. You've been so much fun.
You have too.
You've been
I
a
love
giggle.
this programme. Can I stay on all afternoon?
You can stay on as long as you like. What would you give us out of 10?
It has to be a 10. Come on.
See?
You're amazing. Not a complete disaster, darling. They've had them all now.
Oh, I love it. Brilliant. And don't forget, you can go, there's a few tickets left to go and see Annie at the Wales Millennium Centre in Cardiff. And Craig will be there until the 31st of August.